got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, looks like it. Let me see. There we go.
Alright, can you hear me through it? Raise your volume. See if you can hear me speak. Just speak it. You don't need to.
This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. 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 Testing. Testing. Testing.
We're good. Good? Just talking to that.
Testing, 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 testing.
Just go ask him. He has to turn it on. Yeah, if you go ask him. Hey, Diego, close to me.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
It's a Saturday. I don't know.
Testing. Testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing.
They would turn on the camera.
Do we have to say start? It says start a recording to see it. Start, yeah.
Well, it's the camera's still not on. Start virtual camera. Yeah, like. No, this isn't.
That's it, right? Because I saw him, he had the camera on. What the hell? Why is this?
Well, it's not on the stream, so nobody can see it anyway.
Yeah. This is on, it's working.
mics aren't working.
No.
Are they? Oh, my bad. Alright, we're good. Just start.
Fix the score.
Joining us in his second quarter. JP Stevens up by 5 against the Rams. Given a late start, again, technical difficulties. 4 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Gotta fix the score.
Michael Massera and Devin Mulvaney joining you. Last out of the quarter is no good.
19 to 20 here at the first quarter. They trail by 50 minutes out of the ball. Rams are just in action, kind of digging themselves a little bit of a hole. They're now they're only down 5. I think
At it before the game started, technical difficulties. The Rams are a very different team than last year. We saw in the script playing different from they played his team. Mac some sort of foot injury, and the transfer Asher Bradley also hurt this team. He's going to be a before he transferred. Wait for what he lost Thursday. It's endless side. Back on the court.
and Marcus Johnson, and then
yeah, they think a lot of the teams on TV. Not their debuts, but their debuts, and they impact on the guys like play on step up, and they were guys like starter too. So their team, and we'll see in the teams.
Hey, look.
Big shooter so far. Team and defense here. Rams with a lot more aggressive defense. That was the name of the game for Coach Jordan. I had the pleasure of interviewing him. He said main things he wanted to play more tenacious defense. It's just something that they've exemplified so far. Not only in their games, but too. So wide open and team so far. Holding. Josh first shot is no good. So the score is frozen at 20 to 15 in the quarter. Both playing neck with their top gonna get a shot.
No good. Let's get it.
That kills him. I mean, throws. They're
yeah. That's all. That's at least.
All right, let's try this again. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, keeping us out of it, but the Rams joining us in the second quarter. The Rams and JP Stevens took them early lead. Since then, they've been able to hold it and keep their lead by at least 5 points. So far,
I agree with you. JP Stevens
Jalen with the ball, pushing out to the net. Layup is good.
That was a great move by Jalen, evading the defender and charging right to the rim. The guy right under the net and wanted nothing to do with him. And you could really see that.
You could tell that Jalen's a fan favorite just by the way the Rowdies exploded after he made that shot. JP Stevens with the ball now. It is no good. There's a foul.
Looks like Brogdon's going to pick up the foul there.
First shot is, oh my goodness. He's going to get a second chance. Second shot. That's how he gets the rim. No good. Now it's MJ. Oh, and he lost it. It's going to be recovered by JP Stevens. Shot is, oh my goodness. Another air ball. So a team that's been shooting the lights out of the Rams so far just has 2 straight air balls. Nice, I'll be honest. First shot is no good. score is 22-17. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter before halftime. Also from aggressive defense, push towards the hoop, and it's out of bounds. Gonna be Rams ball. It's gonna be Archie with it. Archie, the only pulls up, got him. A layup for Ryan Fay, and the Rams are inching closer. JP Stevens' aggressive scoring has been pulled to a halt.
Rams now. Oh, and it's going to be number 10 who picks up a foul. Looks like an illegal block, and it's going to be Rams ball now, Mike.
Foul is going to be on number 10, Josh.
See, the thing is, what he did wrong there was he didn't set his feet for the pick, and therefore it's a moving pick. Not allowed, obviously.
It's going to be Ryan Fay with the ball. Fay, one of the younger guys who's taken a real leadership initiative with this team. Over to Koska in the corner. Will with the ball, back over to Fay. Fay to Archie, looking for it. Over to Koska, Will. Pushing it hard, out to Fay. Corner three! Just missed. It's going to be recovered by Bolster. Over to Fay again, this time layup is not good. Foul on the play. And Ryan Fay, who's a terrific free throw shooter, is going to go to the line for 2. Similarly to his idol, Joel Embiid, Ryan is great from the free throw line. He's 10 for 10 in the second scrimmage. Rams are just a layup away from tying this game. So substitution for JP Stevens. Second free throw shot is good, and the Rams are 1 point away from tying the game. 3 minutes to go now. Number 0 pushing in hard. Lost it, recovered by 11. And Archie turns it over. Coming in hot, layup is not good, and it's going to be rebounded by, knocked into the hands of Will Fay with the layup. Archie, and there's a foul on the play. I wonder who it was. It's Fay again. You gotta observe, Ryan is a great free throw shooter. If you've done your research, watched your film, you'll know that. You'll kind of tell your guys, do not foul him. You give him 2 shots, that's gonna be at least a guaranteed point.
Exactly. That's just what you don't want to do. You don't want to
1 point game. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half. Rams have done a great job at putting themselves back in it. JP Stevens took an early lead. And it looks like in their first home game, the Rams, started off rough, but they settled into this game very nicely. It's going to be Fay, Archie, Jalen. Good. But he ties the game at 22.
Rams now have a lead, Mike.
The Rams will take the lead with 24 points in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Shot from the corner is bricked. Archie over to Will. Corner 3. Oh, just missed. Rebounded by Fay. Layup is into Jalen. Jalen throws it up. Can't get the ball in the hoop. Ball goes over number 15 with a layup. uncontested, and J.P. Stevens ties the game again. Fay coming down court, defended by number 11 for Stevens. Over to Stauffer. Stauffer into Jalen. Jalen layup is off the rim, covered by Stauffer. Oh no, that's Fay. Sorry, Fay puts it in the hoop.
It's better. So what you should do is, all right.
And there's a foul.
It's good now. This,
Okay.
this is good.
So it's going to be number 11 for J.P. Stevens with 2 shots. And Amir. Oratory donning their new threads this year. Pretty similar to the last one. The font on the Oratory has been changed. Looks a bit different now. Looks a bit better. Amir's first shot is off the rim. Connor Lee subbing in for his debut at home. So it's going to be Lee, Archie, Will, Bolster, and Fay here in the second quarter. Amir's second shot is good. So J.P. Stevens takes it a little bit closer. And there's a foul on, we'll see in a minute. Devin, you see who was fouled there?
Connor Lee, yes.
Ah, Connor Lee. So it's going to be Connor Lee with 2 shots, making his debut at home. Transfer student from Morris Catholic, played his past 2 years of high school ball there. And then transferred over for his junior year. First shot's good. Connor's been excited to play for the Rams. I've had the pleasure of talking to him a couple of times before the season started, and he said he was pumped, couldn't wait to get working. And his second shot, it's not good, and it's going to be rebounded by J.P. Stevens. Layup is blocked by Archie, and it's going to go over to Connor Lee. Lee with a path to the net. Layup is good. So the freshman with a block, and the Rams get 2 points out of it. What a sequence. Layup for J.P. Stevens is good.
And they get the and 1 foul. Wow.
So they'll match it with the layup of their own, and number 12 will step to the line with 2 shots. Oh, he's getting 1 shot, sorry. His one and only shot is over the net and recovered by Connor Lee.
Lee moves it up the court now and dishes it to Fay.
Fay
getting double teamed. Over to Bolster. Bolster.
Oh, no. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Rams ball.
Coach Doherty subs in 2 players. It's going to be Jalen Brogdon and Marcus Johnson.
Marcus Johnson Jr.
Marcus Johnson Jr., exactly.
Marcus Johnson the second, per se. I asked him what he wanted to go by. He said Marcus, but I don't know. Connor Lee with a 3 off the rim. I asked him if he wanted to go by MJ just because the correlation to Michael Jordan. He said no. He said Marcus.
He likes it?
I think he likes Marcus, yeah.
Well, that's cool, Mike. So it's going to be J.P. Stevens' ball here at the minute 36 left. Low-scoring affair currently.
A very low-scoring quarter overall. Started at 15-20. J.P. Stevens only able to put up 7. The Rams climbing all the way back to take the lead for the first time. And the fadeaway is not good. Rebounded and kicked away. It's going to be a foul. Foul is on Jalen. Second foul. Second or third foul? Second foul that I've seen.
No. I think they called a kick ball there.
Ah. It's going to be Shaman. Over to number 11, Rithuk.
Rebounded by Fay and carried up the court now with a minute 10 left.
MJ corner. Oh no, he faked him. Faked me too. And there's going to be a foul on the play. It's going to be white ball. MJ had everybody faked out. I thought he was going for it there.
Agreed.
So it's going to be Shaman up the court, defended by Marcus. Shaman, 3. Oh my goodness! Nowhere close. And it's going to be Faye with the rebound over to MJ. Corner 3, off the rim, and that's out of bounds. It's going to be Rams ball, baby. Yeah, that was just not the shot by Shaman there.
No,
I mean,
he came up very short there.
Very short, offline, and Connor Lee fumbles it. Shaman again with the ball. Over to number 12, Josh. Josh, layup is good. So JP Stevens ties the game with 33 seconds to go. It's going to be Faye down court trying to kill as much time as he can in the half.
Yeah, Rams probably going to try to take the last shot here.
Faye drives toward the hoop, over to MJ. MJ from inside is good. Rams bite back and get their lead. Got to play as aggressive defense as possible here. MJ. Shot with 3 seconds, and the Rowdies faked him out. They gave him a fake timer, so he got the ball out in a hurry. There's still 2 seconds in the quarter. Just can't be doing that. Now it's Connor Lee, 1 second, puts it up off the rim. But what a sequence from the Rams there. Climbed all the way back, came into that quarter trailing by 5, and took a lead by 3. Devin, what did you like from the Rams that quarter?
You know, they started out slow, but I liked how they crawled back. I like how they crawled back into the game there. That was really good for a really good effort that they showed. You know, they were turning over the ball and missing a lot of free throws, but they kind of fixed that during the second quarter, and they came back because of that. They looked a lot better in the second quarter than the first, and they had the lead, but I know they're definitely not satisfied. They want to be up by way more than what they are right now. And if they play like they did in the second quarter, they still need to fix a few things, but if they play better, they'll win this game.
JP Stevens was shooting the lights out of the ball this quarter. I mean, you got to give the Rams credit for their success so far in this second quarter, but you also kind of have to look at JP Stevens, a team that was shooting the lights out of the ball.
Yeah.
Do you give credit to the Rams defense there?
I think the way JP Stevens came out shooting the ball just kind of shocked the Rams and probably caused a little bit of chaos amongst the team.
Yeah.
And, you know, they figured it out, and they have the lead right now, but they definitely want more.
I think they kind of, I was a little taken aback by the aggressive approach that the Rams took JP Stevens took, just taking a lot of shots that I didn't expect them to take. And
yeah, they were pulling up from everywhere, and they were not missing them either. They were making them.
I know the stream you guys people watching couldn't see, but they came out aggressive. They came out shooting a lot of threes, shooting, you know, from all sides of the court.
Moving the ball well. Also, it wasn't just one player. It was everyone.
It was everyone. Everyone had a contribution to make, and I believe that the Rams kind of figured it out how they should defend this team. Sometimes when you see a team, sometimes when you see a team, you kind of have to take a minute to figure out the way you're going to play defense against them. And I think the Rams, it kind of took them a minute to figure out JP Stevens.
Yes, Mike, exactly.
But once they did, they got it.
I agree with that.
So we're going to be taking an 8-minute halftime. We're going to go for a quick break. We will be back with more Rams basketball on the YouTube channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Rams versus JP Stevens basketball game here on the Oratory Prep YouTube channel. The Rams and JP Stevens Hawks are both retaking the courts. Mr. Gordon will wheel away the basketballs, and we have 30 seconds left in halftime. A lot of OP alums in the crowd here. Greg Jones, former OP basketball player. John Perrone. Even Asher Bradley, transfer student, coming back to watch his old team play. Asher transferred into the class of 2026 last year. We also have Logan Costello, MJ Cohen, and Nick DeRosa, former OP president. Rams look to add on to what they did in the second quarter, which was score and score a lot, score enough to put them back in this game. They entered the second quarter trailing by 5, and were able to get themselves a 3-point lead going, or sorry, a 2-point lead going into this third quarter. It's going to be Costco with the ball, and the second quarter is underway. Second half, sorry. It's going to be Connor Lee with the ball. Over to Bolster Lee. Over to Will. Will inside. Lee to Brandon. Brandon, layup is good. Brandon hasn't played a lot so far. I expect to see him get big minutes this second half. And it's going to be JP Stevens with the ball now. Relatively the same guys out for JP Stevens as for the Rams. It's going to be number 22 with the ball here. Over to 11. Pushing it hard. Layup is not close, and it's going to be rebounded by Brandon. Brandon has been aggressive with the amount of rebounds he's gotten so far this season. It's going to be Brandon now. Brandon being covered by 2 men. Over to Connor Lee.
Back over to Will Koska now. Koska sees the pressure, gets the ball back from Faye. Distributes it to Faye.
Oh.
Faye with the midcourt.
There you go. I'll tell you what. Koska's a guy I wanted to see on the court more. I saw him in the scrimmage play a little bit, and he didn't look too well. I want to see Koska shooting the ball more. He can make threes. I've seen him in practice. I don't know why Koska doesn't shoot more.
I agree with you, Mike. I'd like to see more shooting from Will as well. He's an excellent shooter. And,
2-point shot is, oh, wow. Not close. It's going to be Connor Lee with the ball now. Lee over to Faye. Faye to Koska. Will. Looking for a guy. Gives it to Ryan. Ryan inside. Layup is good. So the Rams add on. They've scored 6 points so far in the quarter and kept JP Stevens scoreless. Whistle blown. It's going to be a timeout, JP Stevens. So the Rams burst onto the scene.
This is a great way for the Rams to start the third quarter. It's exactly what Coach Shorty wanted. Definitely want to build onto this stuff.
What do you think changed that? What do you think made the Rams so? Because personally, I think just putting Brandon on the court.
Yeah, Brandon obviously he's an X factor. He has a lot. He makes a difference out there. But you know, they just saw JP Stevens for one half. They kind of know what they're expecting now. I think they went in a little bit cold and didn't know who was their guy. You know, who was gonna shoot it. They played with them for a half now, and they kind of know what to expect and know how they play, and that's gonna help them out. And you can tell that they know them a little bit better now, and it's good.
Yep. Timeout by JP Stevens. Been playing aggressively so far, and many did not think. I talked to a lot of people. Many did not think this game would be much of a contest. JP Stevens is a relatively under-the-radar school, so for them to be putting up these kind of numbers against, a team like Oratory is pretty impressive so far for them.
Yeah, Mike, I'm really impressed with how JP Stevens has played today. They've done an excellent job containing the Rams here, and it's really amazed me.
Pushing in hard, but he loses the ball. And They're going to say it's white ball. It's going to be Shaman with it. He's been in the game for most of the time here with J.P. Stevens. And although they've got a pretty lengthy roster, they have been relatively using the same couple of guys, and he loses the ball, and it's going to go to Will. But yeah, J.P. Stevens, they have a pretty big roster, but they've only been utilizing the same 6 or 7 guys. As to Oratory, they've been using a wide range of their assets. Connor Lee with the ball over to Fay. Ryan looking for his options. Gonna shoot up a 3. Bang! Ryan Fay from downtown. And the Rams get to 40 and take an 11-point lead over J.P. Stevens, who still has yet to score with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 2-point shot is bricked, and it's going to be Rams ball.
This is the pace the Rams want to play at. It's a fast-moving pace, and it's something they know they can dominate in.
Exactly, Devin, exactly. They've come out, they've exploded. Lee from the corner, off the rim. And it's going to be white ball, no foul. Fay flew out. J.P. Stevens aggressive layup, over and out, and no good. And it's going to be a foul on number 11. He's going to get 2 shots. So free throws, 2 free throw shots, and maybe J.P. Stevens can get their first points of the quarter. Gone 3.5 minutes without scoring. First shot is off the rim. J.P. Stevens just can't get the ball in the hoop. They've gone all around it, but not in it. Second shot is good. J.P. Stevens finally scores and cuts the lead to 10.
Is that their first point in the second half,
Yes,
Mike?
it is, Devin.
Wow. Hey, you know, the Rams are playing much better defense to put pressure on them by scoring.
Fay, uncontested 3. Bang! Ryan Fay, another 3-point shot. And the Rams have a 13-point lead, 2-point shot off the end of the rim. And it's bounced out. Koska recovers before it goes out of bounds. Will pushing it over to Fay, another 3. Bang! Bang! He can't be stopped. Ryan Fay, 3 3-point shots in the quarter.
That's excellent work by him.
And it's going to be timeout. Ryan Fay gunning them down. He cannot be contained, and the Rams take a 16-point lead as J.P. Stevens only able to score 1. The Rowdies being very rowdy, but stating nothing but facts. They haven't been able to guard Fay this quarter. So the Rams will take the court. If the Rowdies take the court, that'd be bad. It's going to be J.P. Stevens with the ball. So with the help of a lot of layups and 3 massive 3-point shots from Ryan Fay, J.P.'s, wonder what the hold is here. All right, it's been figured out. It's going to be Shaman with the ball. Over to number 11, defended by Olahan. His first appearance on court tonight. Or today. Fadeaway is good. So just J.P. Stevens has only scored 3 points in the quarter with 3 minutes to go. Opposite of the Rams.
Big quarter for the Rams, though. They've scored a lot. This is probably their highest score.
Fay, another 3. Bang! Oh my goodness!
This is probably their highest scoring quarter of the
His
game so
fourth
far.
three, and the Rams are on the brink of 50 points. Inside, layup is good.
Good by JP Stevens. As they try to climb back into this game.
Olahan coming in hot. Over to Koska. Oh, just off. It's going to be number 23 over to 11. Defended by Olahan, playing rough defense. Shot from inside is no good, and it's rebounded by Faye. Faye coming in hot. Layup is no good, no foul.
No good. Layup missed by Faye there, but recovered by JP Stevens and moved down the court.
Layup over the rim. And
It's like it's going to be Koska who picks up the foul there.
Or no, I believe it was, yeah, you're right. Faye checks back in.
And a 7-0 line for 2.
We haven't seen a lot of JP Stevens from the free throw line so far.
No, we haven't.
And the first one is off the rim.
First one is missed there.
He's going to get another shot. MJ coming back into the game. And is in. That's good.
They'll go 1 for 2 from the line there. Not
Rams
terrible.
still have a 14-point lead, right? Yeah. 14-point lead. It's going to be Connor Lee with it. Coming in hot. Layup. No good. Recovered by Brandon. Brandon puts it up and is good.
That's something that the Rams love to have this year.
Yep.
That second chance opportunity, which they get with Brandon Lasad.
Exactly. Something that they could have used last year. And you can tell this Rams team, as the layup is good. So JP Stevens trying to claw their way back. But you could tell this Rams team, they can rely on Brandon to get a lot of rebounds. And honestly, they are a much better team when Brandon is playing. And there will be some substitutions made. Stauffer coming in for Lee. JP Stevens now with the ball. Shaman has it. Back over. Fake and layup with one hand is good, and there's a foul.
JP Stevens crawling out of the grave.
They're gonna say they're gonna say it was Stauffer with the push. Rowdy's reminding JP Stevens of the score. First free throw. Whoa. It is good. Oh, he only got one shot. Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies. So it's one shot. Ryan coming up the court. Over to MJ. Marcus Johnson. Over to Olahan. Olahan coming in. Over to Stauffer. Stauffer coming in now. And he loses it. And it's going to be white ball.
Blue ball, blue ball.
Blue ball. Sorry.
Great ball movement there by the Rams. Really letting everyone touch the ball there.
Exactly.
No one even took the shot.
Great movement by the Rams. Something that they were good at it last year, but they've added on to it this year. So it's going to be Stauffer with it. Less than a minute to go. Over to Faye. Faye to Bolster. Moving the ball around a lot. Over to MJ. MJ looks to Bolster, but it's going to come in. Over to Stauffer. MJ with a layup. No good. And Faye puts one up.
It's going to be a reach, I think.
It's going to be Stauffer with it. It's Rams ball. That's all that really
ball,
matters.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that we care about. Brandon over to Faye. Faye! Off the rim. Rebounded by number 20 for JP Stevens.
If you're JP Stevens and knowing how the Rams have shot this quarter, you try to hold the ball for the last shot of this quarter.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, they do a poor job at that. Fay with it. 20 seconds. Bolster over to MJ. MJ to Brandon inside the paint. Puts it up. No good. Brandon trying to get it up desperately, but he gets fouled instead. 7 seconds to go. Rams 11-point lead. They had a 19-point lead at one point, but they've exploded this third quarter and burst this game wide open. Brandon's first shot is off the inside of the backboard. Archie coming in. Freshman's gotten a decent amount of minutes. Brandon's second shot is not good.
Misses them both. Free throws still a problem here.
JP Stevens got 2 seconds. Shot is, oh my goodness! Not close at all. And JP Stevens ends the quarter on an incredibly poor note. So they'll head into the fourth quarter trailing by 11. Game was close when it came in, a 2-point game. And with a couple threes from Ryan Fay, some extra layups and whatnot, the Rams take an 11-point lead over JP Stevens with 8 minutes left in the game. Devin, there is so much to talk about just from that quarter. What did you like most about that performance?
The Rams really put pressure on JP Stevens by scoring. You know, they didn't even have to worry so much about their defense, so to speak, because the way they were scoring, if JP Stevens had to match that, and in this quarter they could not at all.
Absolutely brutal way for JP Stevens to play that quarter. Couldn't guard certain guys, and the Rams, they were just finding ways to score.
Mike, let me ask you a question. What do you look for in the fourth quarter if you're the Rams?
If I'm the Rams, I'm just looking to add on, you know? Just add on.
Exactly.
Keep the game where it is. Don't make any mistakes defensively. I think they must zero in on their defense, because if you get cocky and, you know, start to let more shots go in than you are already letting in, and start to not be as aggressive or mind your defense so much, and if you let that lead get to your head, that's when the defense falls apart, and that's when JP Stevens can take that opportunity to come back. So they have to play aggressive defense.
I agree with that, Mike.
Rams trying to lay down their fists and close this one out. Fourth quarter begins with a three is off the inside, and rebounded by number 20. Puts up the layup, is good.
That's something to look for in these games, offensive rebounds. Those are huge critical factors in the game that gives you a second chance.
Lee with the ball now. Played most of the third quarter. Pressing in hard. MJ, corner three. Bang! MJ with a three from the corner. And the Rams get up to 54 to take a 12-point lead over JP Stevens. Shot is no good, but they'll get it in and cut the lead to 10. 54-44 is the score in this one. Lee with the ball, gets away. MJ, another three off the rim and knocked out, and it's going to be Rams ball. Knocked out by number 12 for JP Stevens.
No, I guess.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
All right. Well, my eyes deceive me.
No, I saw that too.
It's Hawks ball.
They pointed at it as that it was Rams ball and then just changed it.
You know what I just realized? I haven't called them the Hawks all game, and saying the Hawks instead of JP Stevens is so much better.
Yeah.
It just sounds better. And there's another one, and the Hawks cut the lead to 8. Yeah, I like Hawks a lot better. Yeah. Lee pressing hard down the court. Over to Brandon. Brandon layup is not good, but he gets it in on the second attempt.
Offensive rebounds, Mike.
Yes. You emphasized it, and I'm going to add on. I mean, I think it's important too. Shimon, three. No, not good. Not the shot you want to take there. I'm just going to be honest.
No, not really. They didn't do anything with the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Shimon sets himself up, gets knocked down by Lee. And I'm going to be honest, I'll give some credit to him there. He kind of took that like a champ.
Yeah, that That was a great job. He planted
And-
his feet,
yeah.
stood there, took it.
Connor Lee, he's a big guy. I
Yeah.
will say he's a big guy. So to take a shot like that, I mean, he's not as big as Connor.
Yes.
I'm just going to say it. He took it like a champ. Defended by Koska. Shot is
Foul.
no
Wow.
good. Wow. So he'll go to the line and he'll get 2 shots. Foul will be on Will Koska. Will not happy with himself. Aside from playing basketball here, Will is also a pitcher for the JV Rams baseball team. First shot is good. So JP Stevens cuts the Rams lead to 9. Shouts and screams from the Rowdies, and the second free throw is not good. It's going to be MJ now. MJ hands it over to Ryan. Ryan, long pass to Brandon. Brandon inside, loses it, and it's going to be recovered by JP Stevens. Number 20 coming in, blocked by Koska. Recovered over to some, oh, they're going to say it's a travel. Koska blocked the shot, and it ends up Rams ball.
Yeah, that's a really athletic play there by Koska.
Yes. Athletic is a great way to describe that. So it's going to be a timeout, and I just want to kind of go over Will for a minute. Guy's an athlete. He's just a natural athlete. I mean, he's a great pitcher.
Yeah, he
Throws
is.
an amazing changeup. I mean, and when he dominates on the court, too. I see him in practice a lot. I think for Will, it's kind of his confidence level. Sometimes I'll see him, even on the baseball field, he doesn't seem very confident in himself. If Will was played more of an aggressive, offensive and defensive game, I genuinely think he could be a game changer for this Rams team.
Oh, most definitely, Mike. I agree with that. So the Rams lead by 9 with just under 5.5 minutes left. They're gonna try to hold them off here, but you just as long as you don't make defensive mistakes, they'll be fine.
Exactly. You need to be on top of your game defensively for this fourth quarter. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go, just about. Rowdies in full force despite being a 1 o'clock game on a Saturday. Usually the Rowdies will be at their best after a school day, but today the Rowdies have shown up and they've shown out so far for the Rams. So it's going to be Will Koska with the ball now, and he gives it to Ryan. Faye coming in hot, over to Koska. Will to Brandon inside, and gets it. Brandon with another 2 points for the Rams. So they're trying to keep the Hawks out of this game as much as they humanly can. Hawks coming in hot. Oh my goodness. MJ now, over to Will. Will trying to find Bolster, finds him. Over to Brandon, inside, under the net, gets it in on the second attempt.
Another great offensive rebound there by Lasad.
Yes.
Getting his own shot and going back up with it.
I think you and Coach Doherty have been emphasizing those offensive rebounds because they've been so helpful for the Rams so far.
Yeah, Mike.
60 to 47, there's going to be a whistle blown. It's going to be
Timeout.
Rams ball. Oh, timeout, sorry.
Yeah.
Not a
Maybe not.
timeout. Not a timeout.
It's not a timeout. I
Hey,
guess
you know what,
it's a
Devin? It's okay.
foul.
I'll forgive you.
Thank
Connor Lee with the ball now. Over to Ryan. Ryan coming hot down court, and he throws it to no man's land, and it's going to be JP Stevens with the ball now. Hawks coming in. Presses in hard, and it's blocked by Bolster.
Wow.
Oh
Get up
my
there,
goodness.
boy.
Another athletic play by the Rams to prevent the
Get
shot.
up there,
Faye with the
kid.
ball now.
What a move by him.
Exactly.
What a great shot.
Over
that was
to-
a really athletic play.
Yes.
Chased down, didn't get the foul, but got up there and got the ball instead.
Yep.
It's really impressive.
So it's going to be Faye with the ball now. Whistle blown, and there's going to be subs for JP Stevens. Number 20 coming out of the game. Rowdy's giving him an OP send-off as he takes to the bench. It's going to be 22 coming in for the Hawks. Faye over to MJ. MJ to Brandon under the net. Brandon gets it in. Lasab with another 2, and he is just an absolute weapon for Oratory.
Yeah, they have not been able to guard him, and it's not even like
Oh, and he stumbles and he lost the ball.
back to Lasad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even like they just can't. It's a huge size difference. The person guarding him is 6'5", and Lasad's 6'6". It's really Lasad is just blowing him away with just skill and just his moves.
So number 22 gets ripped out of that game by his coach, and number 20 will come back in. It's going to be MJ now. MJ over to Connor Lee. Connor Lee doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it to MJ. MJ uncontested. Bang! Another 3 for Marcus Johnson.
Rams now lead by 18.
Yes, they do, Devin. 3 minutes to go, and the window for the Hawks is closing in this one. And he loses it, and it's recovered by Bolster. Bolster over to Brandon. Brandon, oh, and he's got number 20 all over him. There's going to be a foul in the play, and Brandon will get another 2 shots. Sorry, no, he's going to take it from the corner.
Great patience executed by Lasad there. Not going up right away. If he went up right away, he would have got it blocked.
Koska
He
checks
waited
back in for
and
Bolster.
took the foul instead.
So it's going to be Faye with the ball. Over to Connor. Connor, layup is good.
20-point lead for the Rams now, Mike.
Largest lead they've held all game. JP Stevens still playing aggressive in this one.
Marcus
Rowdy's-
Johnson's going to pick up the foul as the Rowdies get into it.
Rowdy's letting JP Stevens know that their window is closing fast. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 3-point shot is not close at all. Oh my goodness. Just not the shot at all. So it's going to be Connor with the ball.
Yeah, Mike, I agree with you. That's not the shot they want, but, you know, when you're down by this much, you kind of have to force some stuff and see if it'll, see if it'll stick.
It's going to be Brandon. He will pick up a travel. A little over 2 minutes to go for the Rams.
Hawks, who once led by almost 10, now trailed by 20. Great response by the Rams here today.
Absolutely. Their retort in the third quarter, JP Stevens just could not stop them, and that's when they seized their lead. Connor Lee with the ball now. Less than 2 minutes to go in this one. Over to Will, and there's a foul. Calling a timeout. The Rams have a minute and 46.
The whole thing in there. This part here. I don't know. This part here. How do you get this part back in there?
Wait, what'd you hit? How'd you get rid of it?
Huh?
How'd you get rid of it?
I was just trying to check the audio because it's kind of. I want him to be louder.
Okay.
But I don't know how to get this stupid menu back in. Right? And this thing, where the hell did it go? Right? And that's a filter. No. I just pushed properties. I was looking at this, but that's not. This we have to get that going. I don't know why it's not up again.
So it's going to be Connor Lee with the ball. Minute 45 to go in this one. MJ over to Costco. Will over to Connor. Over to Jalen. Just subbed in for Brandon. Will over to MJ. Rams passing the ball around as much as possible. Jalen, layup, no good, and he gets the rebound layup and gets it on the second attempt. Jay, 2 for 2.
I really like that move by Jalen.
Oh, and it's picked by oh, no, never mind.
Jalen sees the defender, puts him in a spin cycle, and then goes up for the bucket.
Faye almost had it there. And they're going to say that they touched it last. I was about to get really excited for that turnover by Ryan. Kind of lost it there.
I forgive you, Mike. It's all good.
So J2 gets 2 points, and the Rams extend their lead to 22 points with less than a minute to go. Hawks played aggressively all game. Had that lead in the first quarter, and Rams took it back and just exploded in that third quarter. Finished that quarter with a 10-point lead. Then they double it in the fourth quarter. And it looks like, for J.P. Stevens at least, this one crashes and burns.
Okay, right? I don't know.
Rams retake the court. It's going to be Olahan, Dragone, Stauffer, Archie, and Jalen.
Dragone will get his first few minutes of the game. First minute of the game. Couple minutes? No.
Dragone, another guy who played 2 years on JV, he's going to be mainly on varsity this year. That's the first time. Sat on the bench for a few varsity games at the end of last year,
But he'll see some action here at the end of the game for
Three-point shot is good. So a Chris Paul-esque 3 will cut the lead to 19. Over to Olahan.
Olahan drives to the rim, dishes it to Stauffer.
Oh.
Stauffer loses it. Here come the Hawks.
Less than 20 seconds to go, and he loses it. It's going to be the foul. The foul will go to Dragone. He picks up his first foul of his varsity career. And it's going to be number 22 with 2 shots. Makes the first one. See, at this point, you're just trying to make the final score look a little bit better for yourself.
Yeah. Make it look a little better on paper.
Yeah. Second free throw. No good. It's going to be recovered by Dragone. Dragone down to Stauffer. Not turned over. Olahan, layup is good. They're going to take the 20-point lead back, and the Rams take their height in this game with a final score of 71-51. It's a Rams win.
We thank you all for listening to us today, and we'll see you guys next time.
They defeat J.P. Stevens 71-51. A great performance. Had the lead by the second quarter, exploded in the third quarter, and win the game 71-51. Thank you all for listening to the Oratory Prep Rams YouTube channel, and we will see you for their next game on Monday night.